Good morning. We've been currently working on our garden, trying to get everything up and going. Today I want to share with you what we kind of found here on the property, kind of up in the weeds and kind of up an embankment there a little bit. We found some what I call it is garden black gold. I mean, this compost up here is unbelievable. So I'm going to take you up here and show you what I found. We'll go up here and dig up some of this and see how much we can get in this wheelbarrow right here. So hopefully we can get a bunch of it, and we can go ahead and start putting this around our tomato plants and our peas and beans, and hopefully they flourish and take off. That's what we're hoping for. Okay, so here we are up the embankment here where I found these hay bales up here, and I tell you what, seems like there's a lot of good soil down here on the ground where these have decomposed over the years. So I'm going to try to collect as much as I can of this. There's even more back here. And there we go. I'm going to dig and fill this barrel up and maybe fill up multiple barrels. There's more back here. See if we can give these plants in our garden an extra boost naturally. See what we get here. the first scoop there. Look how much that has decomposed, and it's just like black garden gold there to me. Stuff looks amazing. I'm gonna dig a bunch more of this up. I'm sure this is full of nitrogen and all kinds of good stuff for our garden. I'm excited to find this. So a little backstory on the garden is, back in the winter, the seed load in that area that we put the garden in was tremendous. I mean, these weeds were 5-6 foot tall, probably like goldenrod is what we're guessing what it was, but they were all kind of dead, so we couldn't really identify them. So we went ahead and tilled up our garden and got it ready for the season. And I tell you what, the weeds have really just kind of, I guess the seed load in the garden, the weeds have just really started trying to take over. So that's going to be a constant battle this year. So it's kind of a live and learn kind of deal for us. So I'm hoping that we can get our garden in pretty decent shape this year. So this compost that I found here today, I really hope that improves what's going on. I think our soil might be low on a few things. I didn't officially get it tested with the extension office. Probably should have got a soil sample with them and seen exactly what we needed, but we're just kind of doing the best we can this year, and hopefully we'll get some of the right tools, and looking forward to getting like a greenhouse next year that can help us out through extend our season, and we'll just keep getting better at what we're doing here at the homestead. So today our goal is to make our soil better and our plants to thrive. So that's what we found here to help us along and I hope that it does the job for us. I'm gonna go ahead and fill this barrel up behind us, and we'll take it over to the garden. So this stuff reminds me a lot like peat moss. I'm seeing a lot of worms in there, so that's a very good sign. We got some good soil. I'm just trying to find the darkest patches I can find. There's a lot of it here, but I'm just trying to dig what I can. We weren't anticipating we'd get any compost this year, because we didn't have no compost beds ready or anything. So this is a huge blessing for us. Very happy to find this. I bet just about anything growing this stuff. So this is the hay, and after years and years, that stuff just rots away at the bottom, and it just kind of turns into soil. So that's what we're after. Just look at it. Okay, so we pretty much got our wheelbarrow full of soil here. I'm gonna go ahead and take it over to the garden. We're gonna plant some tomatoes today. Tell you about a story about a man named Jed, poor mountaineer, barely kept his family fed. Then one day when he was shooting at some food, up from the ground with some bubbling crude, black gold, Texas tea. Now we're over here at the garden. We brought our compost over. We're going to plant some of these tomato plants that I got down here, and hopefully they thrive with this new black gold that we found. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Go ahead and pop out one of these little baby tomato plants. So I'm going to dig out a pretty good sized hole here because I want to get much compost in there as possible. This soil is pretty good here, but that stuff that we found today is unbelievable. Okay. So in there, grab a shovel of this stuff. And grab a shovel of this stuff here. There we go. I just want to show you the difference in this stuff. So this is the dirt that we dug up out of the hole, and this is the decomposed, or the compost that we found. So this is the dirt we dug out of the hole, and this is the compost we found to replace it.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
Go ahead and put a layer of this kind of down in there. I see some worms in there, that's a good sign. So on a tomato, well, this tomato plant's so small, but on a normal tomato plant, they'll have some leaves that branch off the bottom. You want to bury it all the way down to those, till those leaves are underground. You just want the top of it basically sticking above the ground. Okay, there's that one. We'll move on to the next one. Down at the bottom. Fill this thing up with some good soil. You can zoom in here, I'll show them these bottom leaves. See them?
Mm-hmm.
So you want your soil level to be above those. After you get your tomato plants planted in the ground, make sure that you give them plenty of water. I mean, you don't want them floating in the ground, but you want to make sure you give them plenty. Especially how hot it's been here the past few days. We're going to go ahead and finish planting all these plants in the ground. I hope you enjoyed going on this treasure hunt with us today to find our black gold.
And hopefully this gets you thinking of maybe finding resources around your own homestead that you can use for your garden or for other uses, either left by nature or by another person.
Yeah, we love finding stuff on our homestead that's useful.
So if you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing to our channel and hitting that like button and also the notification bell. Thanks guys, God bless.
Thanks for watching. So I hope you enjoyed. So I hope you enjoyed watching this